Well, it's gonna be a big, bad show tonight, man. I gotta tell you something. I just finished my rivals match, ranking up, whatnot. Feel good. But I was like, man, I haven't posted in a minute. My consistency's been lacking while I'm still editing. Oh my gosh. But no further ado, you can read, hopefully. These days it don't look so promising. But you choose one pill and you get the powers of each character assigned to said pill. Now, red is my favorite color. However, there's just too much options within the other colors of the PlayStation looking controller color pills. Now, for your circle button, you have Storm, Superman, Beta Ray Bill, Hal Jordan, and Nova Prime. And then you got in the blue pill, Quasar, Blue Marvel, He-Man, Dr. Voodoo, and Luke Skywalker, which is a pretty interesting pill, man. I gotta say, I don't blame you if you picked that one. That one probably had the most swag to it. Then you got Shazam, Hulk, Wally West, Rogue, and Human Torch in the square button. Now, by all means, you got Thor in the green, Juggernaut, Spawn, Professor X, and Miss America. Now, depending on which of Miss America that is, this could be some trouble. Now, breaking down each pill, you have the Weather Goddess of Storm, Superman, which damn near has every power in the book at this point with the way they glaze him, Beta Ray Bill, arguably more dangerous base form version of Thor. You got Hal Jordan, which you can do anything out of your own will, and then Nova Prime, which is an energy busting galaxy level threat at least. Then Quasar basically following the same thing. You got Blue Marvel, which is pretty much Superman with energy-based powers. He-Man, which is a universal level threat. And if you haven't seen the new Masters of the Universe movie, you should probably go see that. Dr. Voodoo, a magician that you should probably never sleep on. And then with the force powers of Luke Skywalker. Let me just cut my impression out before I give myself an aneurysm. So you have an entire pantheon behind Shazam's power set here. Different sets of speed, strength, wisdom, across the board. Same thing, very similar to Wonder Woman. You have the infinite rage and strength of Hulk alongside his durability feats. Same thing with Wally West's speed and his connection to the Speed Force. Same thing with Rogue, which she can now look at you, take your powers, life, and memories, all that, in the same single touch with the base form strength of Captain Marvel. Human Torch was at least a literal walking, I would argue, multiversal supernova. And then you got the God powers of Thor, the unstoppabilities of the Juggernaut, the Hell powers of Spawn. You have the Mind powers of Professor X. And then I'm going to replace Miss America with Miss Chavez. And that means you get multiversal portal dimension punching. Hopefully the audio does not come bad out on this because the waveforms look a little choppy to me. But any of these pills are all great choices across the board, no matter the reasoning or however you pick them. I'm personally going with purple. I feel like I'm the most secure in that power set. However, almost all of these you can get to outer versal except the blue pill. I really find it hard to believe you can get to outer versal with the blue pill. However, that one is still pretty goddamn dope. Convince me if I'm wrong. There's nobody that's multiversal in that bracket. Probably Dr. Voodoo on a good day. But outside of that, yeah, no, it's really hard to get to outer versal with the blue pill, even though that power set is also pretty damn dope. I'm going with purple. I feel the most secure in that, especially with the undying rage of Hulk, the mutant powers of Rogue, the speed of Wally West, the fire capabilities of the Human Torch, let alone the entire pantheon that would back my attributes with the other base form characters versus the others. And I know I see Storm and Superman on the other team. I know that's scary, but I'm going to go Team Purple. Good night.